Hello, I'm Kristy Putnam, and today we're going to do some low back stretches and some neck relief. So we're going to start out in a chair and then move to standing. We come to the front of the chair so that we can sit up nice and straight with our feet below our knees. And begin to become aware of our slow, deep breathing. Feeling the tailbone sinking into the chair. Noticing the pelvis adjusting. Allowing the shoulders to roll back and down into a relaxed position. Noticing the base of your skull floating towards the sky, lengthening your spine. Shifting your weight to one side and separating the feet wider. Noticing to keep the knees above the feet, we begin to lean forward, hinging at the hips. Take that nice, long, straight spine and simply fold forward without curving the spine. You can place your hands on the thighs for support here. Again, look for that energetic length in the spine. Shoulders back and down, the tailbone sinking into the earth. The base of the skull lifting towards the sky. And the sternum, the chest bone, extending upwards. You might choose to lean further to find a deeper stretch, bringing your elbows down to your thighs and your hands can come together. Again, find that long, straight spine, longer and longer, putting space between the tailbone and your head. Noticing to keep the spine straight, looking downward towards the earth out in front of you without bending the neck. Find that straight spine. Inhale into each and every vertebrae. Imagine filling up the pockets of air between the vertebrae with white fluffy clouds. If you like, you can apply some more pressure to the thighs to create a stretch. Mindful not to move your kneecaps with your hands. Find that stretch. And you might want to just stay here. You might do little wiggles. At this point, you can inhale and arch your back. Like a cat on Halloween. Return to neutral. And then exhale. Curling the spine the other way. Arching the upper back. Looking towards the sky. Mindful of how this feels. If you notice any tension, pause and inhale into those areas. On the exhale, send any tension or pain out the bottoms of your feet, deep into your roots, extending into the earth, out to infinity in all directions. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Inhale into any areas of pain. Exhale, let the tension dissolve down like a waterfall into the earth. Again, play with your little motions, noticing the sensations you feel inside. Looking for your unique stretches. Listening to your body, mindfully adapting and modifying. Make it your own. You can take a break at any time if you want, placing the hands back on the thighs. That straight spine goes back up. The hinging at the hip action. And if you want to come back into it, fold forward. Notice how it might feel different already. Remember to stay at your chosen level of challenge, listening to your body. If you want to take it further here, you have the ground for support below you. You can look for that nice flat spine, making your back like a tabletop. Maybe you want to use some yoga blocks on the floor here. Inhale into any areas of tension. Exhale deep into the earth, letting it go. Remember, when you reverse, just rewind the opposite direction, bringing your elbows back to your thighs, the hands holding together. And then that straight spine returns to vertical on the inhale, bringing the hands back to the thigh. And here, just do a little pelvis tilting. So our pelvis is like a bowl of fruit. When we have that nice curve in the low back, it's like the fruit is spilling out of the bowl. So to put the fruit back in the bowl, tuck the tailbone down and under, bringing the pelvis level with the ground. And then just rock it a little bit, forward and backwards. Maybe notice if your breath can coordinate with the rocking of your pelvis. Inhale one direction, exhale the other. Just like our little cat and cow earlier, you can let the movement from the pelvis undulate up the spine, all the way through each vertebrae. Noticing the spine begins to wiggle like a snake, all the way up to the base of the skull. Noticing your slow, deep breathing, coordinating your inhale and your exhale with the movement of your pelvis. Coordinating your breath with your slow, mindful movement to activate the healer within. As you feel comfortable expanding the motion, it might become bigger and bigger. You might notice some adjustments occurring in your spine. Following your own breath at your own pace, finding your personal meditation. Noticing the hands on the thighs can begin to move forwards and backwards if your motions are bigger and bigger. Notice how the texture of your pants feels. Notice how the movement of your hands and your pelvis coordinates with your long, slow, deep breathing. Little movements, big movements, no movement at all. What feels good to your body as you breathe deep and slow, moving mindfully, looking inward at the sensations moving through your body. What do you notice? Observing your feelings. Perhaps noticing your emotions and allowing them to be as they are. allowing your thoughts to pass by, one after another, without attachment, without judgment. Simply observing the weather. Returning slowly to stillness, take your time. Turning the palms up on top of your lap. Checking in again with your posture. Dipping the fingers into the energy of the earth. Collecting the vital essence of nature from the biofield. Reaching up into the cosmos, gathering the twinkly stars, and like a waterfall, bringing the vibrant white lights to cleanse every cell. Sending smiles to every organ. Repeating a gathering breath, collecting the energy all around, gathering. Bringing the energy in through the crown, down the spine. Storing the energy in your pearl, your center, your lower dantian. Placing your hands one palm centered on top of the other, just below your belly button. Relax, relax, relax.